This balaclava recently became illegal for civilians to buy, so we made our own, and we improved upon the original. If you hike, ski, or like touching grass, you may have heard of the techwear behemoth Arcteryx. They're a Canadian company that specializes in premium outdoor gear. Arcteryx was and still is in some ways the undisputed leader in ultra high-end outdoor gear. They're especially well known for their Gore-Tex jackets, commanding high prices even on the second-hand market.
Arcteryx on me, no, we don't run no Patagonia. Arcteryx on me, I could go hiking in Snowdonia.
But that's not all. Arcteryx has a few different lines under its purview. Being well known in the outdoor world, this translates easily into tactical gear. And Arcteryx has a line just for that. Enter Arcteryx Leaf. Since the early 2010s, Arcteryx Leaf has been a staple of tactical gear. Both Arcteryx and Patagonia achieved Grail status among gun enthusiasts for their experimental garments fielded by the world's finest special forces operators. But one operator and one garment ended up cementing Arcteryx as the true king, their assault balaclava. This footage is of Christian Craighead, a now ex-British SAS operator. During a dangerous counterterrorism operation in Nairobi, he'd end up rescuing 20 civilians caught in the crossfire of an Al-Shabaab massacre on live TV. But the unusual way he was dressed caught the attention of many. Along with street clothes, he was sporting a Crye AVS armor carrier, Colt Canada C8 rifle, and the balaclava in question. The photos spread like wildfire on the internet, and the iconic plainclothes outfit would be posted almost endlessly on r/tactical gear, along with the question, where can I get one of those balaclavas? And speaking of internet famous, it would be hard to mention the Arcteryx balaclava without also mentioning administrative results using it to conceal his identity for years on his channel. Additionally, this balaclava has made countless appearances on the faces of elite counter-terror units like the London CTSFO and paired with plainclothes on the Dutch DSI. So now maybe you can see why it's captured the hearts and minds of many, us included. The classic 3-hole balaclava is one of our favorites. The style is iconic, but the biggest drawback is that the material does not breathe at all. After all, these are ski masks. They're primarily made of either cotton or acrylic, which already aren't great performers in temperatures above freezing, but worst of all, they catch fire and melt under heat. Personally, we love the Arcteryx balaclava for more than just its looks. Like the rest of the garments they make, it uses the best materials on the market. It's made of a featherweight FR mesh fabric that excels on hot days under ballistic helmets or on its own. The assault balaclava was made specifically to excel for law enforcement and military applications, but it even caught on in some civilian enthusiast circles too. The problem is that in January of 2023, Arcteryx made the decision to not offer any of their Leaf lines to civilians. As of early last year, you can't buy it new without government credentials. Essentially, if you're not a part of the world's most elite police and military outfits, they've completely removed your ability to buy any Leaf products. Now anyone looking for Leaf products is going to have to look at the second-hand market and pay an enormous amount of money. Sure, Arcteryx's lineup was already on the expensive end, but we're not kidding when we say the pricing got outrageous after they cut out the civilian world. We were just as frustrated as you were. We did what many others did and attempted to scrounge up whatever we could find on TacSwap or eBay. But then one day it finally hit us. Can't we just make our own? So we got in touch with one of our favorite manufacturers and went through a thorough prototyping process to nail down the fit and feel. There were a few things that we wanted to change about the original design, so we worked those in too. We talked about all of this upon the initial release of the balaclava way back in May of this year. Everyone who signed up for Commando Pro was the first to hear about it. If you want to stay in touch with our developments, you're definitely going to want to sign up at KommandoStore.com/pro. You'll unlock a lifetime discount, and you'll be the first to hear about the next time we get ourselves down another rabbit hole like this. The original Arcteryx balaclava was manufactured in 2 sizes, but we found that the larger size was rather large, and even those of us with XL heads ordered the smaller size. We based the 84 balaclava off of the smaller size and adjusted it to fit most head sizes. We made our balaclava contour to the face without feeling like it smothers you. We also adjusted the eye slit to improve the way that it sits on your nose. Additionally, we lengthened the neck drape to keep it tucked into your combat shirt much better than the original, which would often slip out. Frankly, the rest of the balaclava is perfect. We found the exact same FR Tenkate mesh Arcteryx used because it's already the best stuff on the market for what it's trying to accomplish. None of the abilities of the original have been compromised either. You can still wear it around your neck, pull down the facepiece to your chin, and pack it down extremely small. Most importantly, it's still FR. But wait, what is FR, and why is it important? FR stands for flame resistant or fire retardant. FR clothing basically puts itself out when exposed to fire or heat and is designed to minimize burn injuries. It works a little different than your oven mitts though. Instead of insulating you from heat, it protects you from continuously burning flames and explosive heat. To put it in layman's terms, when it gets extremely hot, like from an open flame, sparks, or hot pieces of metal, it will extinguish itself instead of continuously burning or melting. Ideally, it will protect you long enough to get away from the fire and protect whatever is underneath. There are a few different types of FR clothing out on the market, but we're going to focus on the main two: chemically treated materials, referred to as FR coatings, and inherently FR material. The difference you need to know is that after multiple washes, the inherently FR material is going to last far, far longer, since its properties do not rely on a chemical treatment. Additionally, it's better at self-extinguishing and not being ignited in the first place due to a greater heat resistance. Some chemically treated FR materials also merely slow down the melt and drip process, and while they're technically flame resistant, might not actually provide the protection that you're looking for. Aside from that, brominated flame retardants, or BFR materials, can pose some health risks and have a negative environmental effect. Simply put, know that inherently FR materials are the best for you to wear by far, so choosing inherent FR material just made sense. Our Balaclava is very compliant, made in the US, with US sourced inherently FR Tenkate Defender M fabric. There are a few things to do to make sure your new Balaclava stays new. It's a quick dry garment, but sweat will stick to it and eventually start to smell. When you go to wash it, make sure you machine wash on gentle, low, or delicate. Don't use strong detergents or fabric softener. Fabric softener can harm the FR properties of your Balaclava. Avoid using any detergent with optical brighteners or OxyClean to retain low NIR reflectivity. That's it for the overview of the 84 Balaclava. Tell us down in the comments what you want us to make next, and subscribe to the channel while you're there. We have some exciting stuff in the works and don't want you to miss out. If you want to pick up one of these for yourself, we have them ready to ship at KommandoStore.com. Our rewards program, Commando Pro, is one of the best ways to hear about our limited stock products and new projects. Sign up at KommandoStore.com/pro and we'll keep you in the loop. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.